Well, hello. This is your Lord High Admiral speaking, Eric of the Army of Gmodism. Most welcome to this video. While I do not endorse drinking from the 67mm custom ammo bottle, it is pretty handy. So, you know, what can we do? We can't stop what people, want to use the stuff for, but they are for ammunition, so we can't, of course, take accountability for ammunition. In any case, this is the Season 2 of the Trials. We are going to test all the targets against the contestants at once and collect a final scoring. Thus, I will keep track with a timer and see how fast a contestant has been. And there will basically be 7 rounds of targets that are gonna be incoming. So we're gonna have 7 rounds of stuff and we're gonna put down the scoring here. And we're gonna start from the bottom of the list. So first out will be the Viper AAM by Matros First Class Omicron. And this is the system we are gonna look at. We're gonna test. It uses basically a cluster system. We'll look a bit more the first episode on this little series. We will take a look at each of the missile loadouts. So refer to that because we need to get straight into combat because, well, we have 7 rounds of stuff which I will present to you. And as you already know, this is the test platform and it will be sitting here at 300 altitude. And it's gonna be God moded, of course, because, well, we shouldn't get hurt. We only want to test and see how the missiles work. It has pre-set up good detection and should face the incoming, well, vehicles. We're going to spawn the vehicles at a distance of 3000 meters. And the first round will be against, you probably can guess it, the Deorter Guard. The enemies have appeared. This is the Duster. And over here we got the Geiger and then the Shrike over here. So Deorter Guard's planes are slow and less maneuverable, but if you let them get close, they are a real threat. So we're gonna start the timer now. And see where the missiles are gonna get. We can see the missiles are getting in here, closing in on target. And we have done a locking on there, doing incendiary damage. Most of the contestants have opted for incendiary because that is naturally the most reasonable type of thing to use as an AA system. Incendiary works wonders against incoming planes. Since they are also moving, we are basically fanning the flames, right? And all the enemies don't need to despawn. It's enough that they get stuck into the water. If they are in the water and can't get out of there, it is, well, counted as basically a win. We are trying to face the largest target. Gonna follow the missiles this time. Beautiful. Beautiful. And these are, of course, carrying other missiles. They are so-called cluster missiles. Very, very nice. Right here. Okay. How are we doing? We have passed 1 minute and 40 seconds. We have an array of targets to target, of course. The Geiger is the one that is damaged so far, which makes a lot of sense because the Geiger is of course the largest target, so that is usually targeted first, dependent on. There the Geiger burned up and is thus no more. Oh yeah, we got the launch going on here and they are converging quickly and bam! Very impressively, most of them hit there and caused a lot of fire there. And The Shrike, is it? It's done for. Right, so we only probably have the duster left. No, we don't. Stop the timer. I'll remove some 2-3 seconds at least, I think, from that. So, we have a time. Omicron system were able to eliminate the targets in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Getting straight into round 2, which is also the Deorter Guard. This time against the dreaded flying squirrels. So let's stop the timers and start them again. Because now we are gonna see how the Viper AAM can deal with the flying squirrels, which are being backed up by medieval music. So you know they're serious. All right. We got some serious incendiary damage there. Targeting system is doing quite a good job at keeping him locked in. Oh yeah, they are going for turn after turn until the fuses are being, well, detonated, I suppose. Beautiful clusters. And they are so erratic, they are not easy to hit, the flying squirrels. And one of them is already at 84%. So far I'm thinking we're doing pretty well. And if I remember correctly, yeah, that's remote guidance, so we are going to, of course, first go for the more damage target. The platform does try to keep on its current locked on target too. It has a bit of a stat like that. Oh, that was so close. That missile got into the water. Ah, these are so tricky. These are not your easiest thing to deal with, man. They look so silly too. It's like they call them flying squirrels, but I feel they're more like flying beavers or something. Look at that. Yeah, the propeller is gonna go, right? We have a fire in the propeller. If the propeller goes, it's gonna crash into the water, and it is then game over. This is in such a sad state. None of the squirrels is in the water yet though. We've passed 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We are being so erratic. These are, I mean, these are no joke. They are not easy to hit. We're trying to find a target, are we? I guess we're looking at... Oh yeah, there's the target, right? We got the new launch. Ooh, and they're so close. Oh, bam, it's gonna hit the water any second now. Oh, yeah, there the fuse got it. It's not quite in the water. It's not quite. The other one then, how are we doing? We are doing great, it seems. Oh. Are we getting targeted? I think that the other squirrel got targeted, because that squirrel is no more. Well, we are going to keep looking at this thing now, because now we need to be fast with the pause button whenever this thing is disabled. Come on. Come on, Matros First Class Omicron, you got this. No? Oh, bam! There we got him. There we got them. Many hits. I think it can't survive this. It's hard to know with incendiary damage because we don't know how much fuel and incendiary stuff is left in there. And there we got another run, but it's so close now. It's difficult for them to hit. Thanks to the proximity fuses, though, so many more of them are hitting. We're losing so many wings, it surprises me. We're almost into 5 minutes versus the squirrels. This last one was very resilient. And, you know, we got 7 rounds on different enemies and it's always a bit up to luck. Oh, there. Finally, it's burning properly. Look at that. 77%? I thought it was dying. This thing is harder. This squirrel just refuses to die. Now then, it has to die. There we go. Timer stopped. 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Damn, that took longer than I would have hoped, and probably Omicron too. It looked like it was going to be over pretty fast, but then it just wasn't. For the third round, we're gonna spawn in the Lightning Hood static. So let's start the timer. It is a decently maneuverable craft, so it's somewhat hard to hit it. But if you hit it, it's absolutely possible to take it out. It's a good middle ground. Also, big thanks to Kevin again for suggesting some enemies to test, which is on this little mix list of enemies, which is very good suggestions, which very nice. Well, of course. We have some other enemies, and some are removed, some added, and some we had in common. But it's good suggestions because I don't have that good knowledgeability of all of the different in-game crafts since I haven't completed the campaign recently, and most of the crafts has been updated kind of recently, which is awesome. Wow, this looks almost dead. It's not quite dead, but it's basically dead. Oh my god, it's like being held together with, I don't know, willpower. And perhaps a bit of duct tape. That would have been needed at least. How can it even fly? Bam, there we go. 1 minute and 24 seconds. Good job. For the round 4, we're moving over to the Steel Striders, and we're gonna do Steel Striders for a while. First, we're gonna start with the Hake Squadron. The Hake Squadron I thought was really difficult when I started out playing this game. I had to invest a lot of time into learning how to make proper missiles and planes before I could make a plane that could outspeed and outsmart and, I don't know, outkill the Hakes. So I'm very excited to see the Hake Squadron die. We're gonna deal with squadrons, however, so that means we have spawned in 2 missile platforms in God mode, of course, which will be fighting the Hake Squadron. The Hake Squadron has been spawned 5,000 meters away instead, since the squadrons are a bit bigger, a bit faster, and, well, they require some reaction time, I feel like. So 5,000 meters away, the Hakes are incoming. Missiles have been launched, I think. Maybe. There we have missiles. And what target? Okay. This is the Hake we went for. It is absolutely barbecued. Look at this thing. I think it's gonna die pretty hard now. One of its engine pods are offline. I think it's gonna crash. I don't think it has much of a chance. Alright. That's one down. The platforms are turning to find the next enemy in order. None of the other ones are damaged. I thought we would be going after that one. We were not. This is the new target. We're almost at 1 minute and, well, 1.5 minutes soon. We've got some fires there, but I think it looks like this fire is gonna die out. Looks like it needs another round to actually get damaged enough. Oh bam, this is bad times. Look at this Hake. It is... oh, it's done. It is done. Not a chance. Next one we probably have over there. Perhaps not. There, we had another one die as well. So let's see which is the next target. These are remote guided, so they basically focus on one target at a time. This seems to be the next target. Oh, not looking like a good day for this jet. Oh well, it's fighting A-OK. It doesn't have any vital... no kill blows yet. Well, speak of it. Incendiary swarms are popping in here and, well, this is starting to look a bit sad. Both of the remaining Hakes are somewhat damaged as well. And, oh yeah, this is still the target. New volley and... oof. Look at that. Amazing. Good job. Now we have the Hake remaining over here. Look at that. We're ready to stop the timer any second now. We're past 3 minutes. Alright, one more volley and it's gonna be over. 88%. They come in now. Oh bam, locking on right there. 84. We have fires all over the place being fanned by the flames. Look at that. I think we have an AI dead or not. It hit the water. Bam, there is the timer. 4:04. That's awesome. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. 0404. Good job there. For the 5th battle, we are going to spawn in the Ganet Squadron. So we are gonna start the timer. The Ganet Squadron is very fast and a good bit more scary. They come in there, as you can see. Our missiles popping there. Oh, I think we got a few hits at least on one of them. The entire Ganet Squadron consists of 3 units. Alright. I don't know if this is the current target. I think it is because it's the only damaged one so far. Some incendiaries coming in here from behind. Oh wow. It is at 94% though. It seems that some of this incendiary just doesn't want to bite. Oh. Nice APN tuning. Just dived in there again and ooh, bam. Look at that. Can they escape him? Almost? 86%. I'm I was thinking, is this still the target? It seems to be. Looks like we're fighting at a range where some of the missiles can't hit it, but you can see the proximity fusings being detonated. Tail of missiles seem to have been used up now. 84%. 2 minutes in. Almost. New volley. Oh yeah, here we have a more serious strike. Look at that. Honestly, the incendiary damage seemed to be a bit lacking, but I shouldn't say anything because it just dropped into water when I said that. And of course, if it's into the water, who cares? Then it is done for. This seems to be the new target, right? We're getting fired here, and oh yes, definitely. They are coming up here. Oh, the Ganets, they are so fast. 188 meters per second as a top speed. I will suspect that some of the contestants' missiles may have a hard time even hitting them because they are just so fast. We have 2 units left. Both are slightly damaged. Alright, and is this still the target, or have we switched to the other one? No, this seems to be the target still. The carried missiles got spawned, and we have a good bit of incendiary damage here. Oh yeah. Is it gonna go into the water? No? Not yet. Oh yes, there it goes. Where is the other one? There it is. It is still airborne. So, it is up to this thing then. The one in the water will not be counted with anymore if it doesn't somehow regain its fly abilities. And I think it will. Alright, okay. There we have some neat hits. It's still alive though. 94%. Just the one in the water seemed to have despawned though. New volley. Some of them are a hard time reaching it. Already past 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Ganet wing 1, giving up a good fight here. The Ganet is not an easy plane to hit. The top speed is quite extraordinary. And well, you look at that, 91%, almost up to 5 minutes. It just keeps on surviving. I think this is the last volley until it will die. They're like overshooting a little bit there. Now, okay. The missiles have sometimes a bit hard time to hit when they are close for the Viper AAM. 85%. It's just running around and teasing here. It's giving up a very good fight. Okay. 84%. It's like getting hit 1% for each volley. This is a survivor. The Viper AAM doesn't have the bite for taking it out completely when they do hit. It seems that this fire damage does take some time for it to actually take him out here. Okay, I think it looks like we're gonna... No, we're not gonna hit the water. You're joking me. This is... Okay, here we go. Bam! 6 minutes and 20 seconds. GG. For round 6, We're gonna get in the Peragine Squadron. So, timer has been started. Peragine comes in there. And we're gonna lock on to one of the lounges here. Okay, good luck Omicron, the Viper AAM. We have locked on to the first one incoming there. Looks like some of them failed to hit, but we got a good fire on the main body of it. Oh yes, indeed. Well, 95%. Ooh. That seemed to be a quite kill blow. Look at that. Game over. That's an awesome hit by the Viper AAM. We have naturally switched targets. This is the new target. It's also caught on fire here. They keep coming in here. These are fast. 184. That's a pretty quick one too. They're a little less maneuverable it seems, so perhaps the Viper will have a bit easier time hitting them. Oh yes, we got a good couple of hits there. Look at that. 73%, 70, dropping quickly. Game over for that one. We only have one left. 1 minute and 45 seconds has passed. This is at 100%. Will it remain alive as long as the Ganet, the last Ganet? Oh bam! Stop the timer. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All in all, that was a really good delivery, I will say. Wow, good job. For the last round, we are going to get to Scarlet Dawn and spawn in the Hellfire. So let us start the timer. The Hellfire is not an easy system to kill. This thing, well, it is pretty epic. It was suggested to be participating here by our Kevin, and it's pretty difficult when I tested it against some of my planes. And it's quite resilient too. So you can see we caught on fire. Everything is in God mode. Okay, that's good. The Hellfire is at 97%. And you can see it's gotten a good amount of hits. Oh man, these tentacles firing packs are a bit funny. And it's going at so high altitude. Like this thing. Yeah. Look at that. 93%. It just keeps on giving here. We have passed 1.5 minutes. Let's see how long time it takes to make this single unit be disabled. And I think this is going to be difficult for, well, obviously Omicron's Viper system is able to reach him even though the Hellfire go up in high altitude, but there is a possibility where some contestants may have a trouble targeting this when it goes up at high altitude. Will be very interesting to see indeed. 86%. This is like the final boss battle. We have passed 2 minutes. All right, look at that. $84. It is spiraling. It is spiraling. Yeah. The Viper is doing a pretty good job at engaging these. Look at that. Just filling up with more and more incendiary damage, like brute force killing it. 78%. It's still fighting happily on and on, but I think it passed its best before date now. 78%. We passed 3 minutes. Alright. 76. It just keeps on rotating up there. Getting spammed with more and more incendiary. Bam! There it goes. 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Very nice. So, naturally, when we are dealing with aircrafts, taking them out in a fast as possible is of course vital, because we don't want bombers or systems of the like to come in close and deal any type of damage to us. So the scoring will be based, if we are able to beat the target, of course, it will be based on how fast it was able to take out the different targets. That's the basis of the scoring, if that wasn't clear, and why we have basically measured the time. So the final scoring of the Viper AAM is 25 minutes and 29 seconds. So, very interesting. Gonna be interesting to see how the other contestants will deal with this little setup. Now, Omicron's Viper AAM missiles, they look absolutely amazing. I think they look so cool. They're a little bit of a clipping issue, but generally, I think this is one of the best looking missiles. Now, the aesthetical points will be given out afterwards. Right now, we are testing performance, but that will be a separate scoring. It will not be part of the scoring, which is basically performance. The launcher looks pretty nice too. It's a bit blocky, but you know, we have some really hard constraints when it comes to how large we can use the space, and it needs to be functional. You know, it's function first. But the missile design in of itself, I think they look very nice. Big thanks for you for watching this video, and do like the video. That helps a lot. It really helps. And extra thanks to the commissioned officers in the Army of Gmodism, which is Captain Olsen Papper, Commanders Ben Wilkin Delphin, Lieutenants Ali, Anto, Creevy, Flores Dagan, Daniel Zaikin, Owen, Parbag Reed, Vincent Veritas, Rick Brell, and Scooby Rocks. Your monthly support helps a lot. Also, big thanks to the members of the Ecclesiarchy of Gmodism, which is the YouTube members. And now I got a question for you. We don't have anyone in the government of Gmodism yet, but if I made it so that the exclusive game files were available for those in the government, would that be an interesting choice for you to join? Well, please then tell me so in the comments. Other than that, I'll see you next time. This is your host Eric, and I'm signing out. May the best missile win.